And good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the Chaotic Culture Podcast, the pod where chaos rules and black culture is supreme. The Chaotic Culture Podcast is brought to you by W Energy, the official energy sponsor of the KKP. Please be sure that you use promo code Chaotic Culture 1 to get 10% off of your order. The Chaotic Culture Podcast is also brought to you by Patreon.com. Go to patreon.com/chaotic culture pod for any additional bonus episodes and content, and of course to help keep the lights on here. We appreciate your support. You can support at any of the amounts, whether it be $3, $5, $7, or 10. Once again, thank you for all the support that you have for this podcast. In case you are new to this podcast will deep dive into modern black culture and how millennials and Gen Z can navigate the crazy parts from finances, music, black business highlights, content creators, home ownership, HBCUs, sports, black nerdom, anime, wrestling, and so on and so forth. If it encompasses black culture, we are going to cover it. Live from the 410, I am the host and the creator of the Chaotic Culture Podcast. This is your boy, Ked the Pro, aka the Calculator Millennial, aka the Encore Presentation.
Can I get an encore? Do you want more?
AKA your favorite toxic adjacent king, Ked the Poet, Ked the Closer, all that good stuff. 843 is me. Baltimore is the place to be. Always chaotic, never toxic most days. And back again, once again, with your favorite black culture highlights and black culture shenanigans. Joining us on the pod today are two of the usual suspects, but one we have not seen all season. So we have to start again with First Lady of the Pod, Miss Sappy. Welcome back.
Hello,
First time
thank
for season
you.
6. Please introduce yourself for those who may not be familiar with you, Sappy.
Hello. Well, you should be familiar with me because you should have listened to the old episodes as he was catching up. Okay. But
Talk
yes,
about it.
my name is Sappy. You know what I'm saying? No AKAs or hey, hey, heys. We keep it simple in the introduction. And this is, come here, say hi. Oh, this is Zuko. Zuko.
Hey, what's up, Zuko?
What is that bass in your voice? Yeah. Hello, everybody.
Welcome back, Sappy. Welcome back.
Thank you. It's
And
good to
of
be
course,
back.
once again, joining us all the way in Florida is our boy Law. Go ahead and introduce yourself, sir. Oh, Mike's not on, bro. Yeah, you no sound coming out. Try again. Still can't hear you. Uh-oh. Mike
You're
got out.
broken.
Uh-oh. Headphones are reconnecting. Still nothing. It happens. It happens. Nope.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, technical difficulties. Well, it's always something. So he'll be back.
Come on
Uh,
back. I ain't gonna lie. This is
mhm.
the first time I have seen him with his haircut.
Yeah, it was hard to get used to for real, for real. I was just like, dang, bro, but he in the Navy now, so I get it. But it was
It's pulling old schmurda. Like
yeah.
it's really pulling freshman year schmurda.
Yeah, for real, for real. And so when he does come back, of course, hopefully he'll be back with his headphones working and his microphone working because we earlier we were good, but things happen. So in the meantime, in between time, while we wait for Law to get back up, and there he is. Let's see again.
All right, can you hear me now?
We
Yep,
can
yep.
hear you
You good
now.
now, bro?
Jesus Christ. All right. I was saying good morning. It's your boy Law checking in from the 850. Good to be back. Just another episode.
Absolutely. All right, so we got to do a mental health check. Make sure that everybody's good. I'm actually gonna start with the lady of the pod. Sappy, how's your mental health been?
Let's sit back. So nah, it's been good. Now I'm done with classes. The grades are in. The grade book is looking good. So we're good. We're good.
Good.
The bank
good.
account is slim though because of these Christmas gifts, but we're good.
Well, it is that time of year again.
Tis
It
the
definitely is.
season.
It's the season. Favorite time of the year, and I can't really enjoy it because I'm on the floor half the time, but it is what it is. Law, how's your mental health been, bro?
My mental health has been decent. I'm not gonna lie. It's been probably one of the harder ends, with it being the holidays and not being able to go home. But I get to go home for Christmas, so I'm thankful for those that have been here and support, like the American Legion. They did a Thanksgiving dinner for us, and all the sailors who weren't able to go home. Um, so just we have so much support from the community, and
Mm-hmm.
just all the people that are retired veterans, disabled veterans, and local first responders. They looked out for the cookout on Thanksgiving, and so like I said, just getting towards the end of my journey here. I'm looking forward to what's to come. I'm actually headed back home, so probably when this episode drops, I will be headed home for the holidays. Our holiday break comes up on the end of this week, and yeah, so I get to go home for Christmas, and then I'll be coming right back for my ultimate command. So just taking it one day at a time, and just remembering that I'm here for a reason.
Hey man, I feel you. I feel you. Well, for me, it's peak season at my job, so that means that I'm there an additional 6 hours out of the week, which means I'm working 54 hours as opposed to 48 when I really should be working 40, but it is what it is. I'm here. I'm still alive. I'm still breathing. There are times where my body hurts and I don't want to do nothing else. Like yesterday, I wanted to record some extra stuff for the Patreon and for our audience, and I was cooked. I could not move. I was like, nah, I need to rest. Like my body is just telling me, yo, chill your ass out on this couch and
Listen
take
to
a
your
breath.
body
Yes.
because it was shut down on you when you least expected.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking from experience.
Yeah, I had to listen. I was not about to go out here and try to do something, and I'm like, nah, I wasn't gonna have the energy to do it. So I'm like, man, let me take a day to refresh, recharge, and get back to it, and then we'll revisit the Patreon content a little later. But in any case, what is going on downstairs? Because that's crazy. But anyway, guys, that has been our mental health segment. So we heard a little bit earlier, what Sappy was doing, but I guess the whole world really wants to know, where has Sappy been? So, Sappy, if you could just explain what's been going on with you. We heard about classes. Could you expound upon that a little more, ma'am?
Absolutely. So I'm being a black woman, you know what I'm saying, get another degree because that's what black women do when we bored. You get degrees. So I'm getting acclimated into the education system again. I ain't gonna lie, it's been a little difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Uh After taking a 10-year hiatus, being back in school and having to get your schedule together. Listen, I'm not gonna lie though, I don't have to do the Hampton runaround, and it felt kind of good. It felt great. It felt
Hey,
great to where you call and something gets answered immediately. I was like flabbergasted. I was like, is this how y'all do it in like normal schools?
be like, I like
Like, you know
that.
what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to talk bad about Hampton, but nah, but girls back in school, so wish me luck on this journey. But it's going well so far.
That's good. That's good to hear. What school is it?
Well, I'm in community college right now, taking my prerequisites for my program.
Okay.
So I'm just the toe is in. So next
Gotcha.
semester the foot would be in, but the toe
Ah,
is in. Yeah.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Well, continue to do good work, and
Thank you.
you
Thank
already
you.
know, we still out here. Speaking of which, I do know that for those of us who are in the I'm not gonna say the DMV area because I technically don't live in the DMV. I'm in Baltimore, as they would like to say. But for the BWI area, I'm gonna just leave it at that. BlurCon is coming up in March of all places. It's the second weekend in March since March has March 1st. Anyway,
The one in
uh,
Arlington,
yeah. So it's the
they
one in
moved it.
Arlington. They did, they did. They moved it from summertime to the beginning of spring, quote unquote. It'll still be winter, so it's probably going to be cold. But it is a spooky themed quote unquote BlurCon and whatnot. And I did, and I'm trying to see if there are any rooms available, but we'll oh yeah, we're working on that. We are working on that.
Count
So
me in, buddy.
yes, ma'am. I will fill you in. We working on that. We working on putting the program together. I will submit them the program probably before the end of this week. So I'll or at
Let me know
least
what
the
you want from
idea of the
me.
program. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make sure that it's pretty much gonna be the same idea that we had. I'm not gonna split it out on the pod, obviously, but once we get done, we'll go over the details and what we need to fine tune. If not this week, then certainly before the end of the month, because we all know Christmas is coming up and whatnot. So um and I did talk to the actual director of BlurCon. He was just like, man, if you submit it once, just try again. So I'm gonna try again, and we're gonna see what it do. But yes, BlurCon is coming March 7th through March 9th. And yeah, we will more than likely be in that thing. So y'all stay posted. We gonna work at it. And not only us, but I believe that Inside the Mind of a Blur is also trying to do it as well. Shout out to Steve. He couldn't be on this episode because he got kids and it's
Yeah.
holiday time. So yeah, we got some things coming up, man. But if it mob makes it, then I'm just gonna be like, yo, Sappy's coming along. I don't care what y'all say because she's here by extension of that. So yeah,
I'm in attendance regardless.
exactly. So if we don't get in and it mob does, then obviously we would it mob. But if we both get in, then obviously then yeah, one of us is getting in for sure, one way or the other. We're gonna make sure that happens. So that's what's been going on, or that's what is coming up in the next few months, y'all. So just be prepared for that. And with that, I just wanted to ask this question because this, of course, popped up and it actually keeps popping up. And I just think that this is so hilarious. So everybody knows what happened March of this year with the start of the Drake and not the start of the Drake and Kendrick feud, but the actual start on wax between Drake and Kendrick. And we all know what's been going on since then, and how Kendrick ultimately won the battle and then dropped the surprise album this past month and it's running up the numbers right now. The album has obviously gone gold and it's still selling 120K this week, if I'm not mistaken, or on track to sell around that number. So yeah, he's still doing big numbers, and obviously the concert, the tour is coming up, the Grand National Tour with SZA, which
Uh-huh.
yeah, I'm spending a
Did you get
pretty
tickets?
penny. Yes, I did.
I,
I had to get. I found actually a decent floor seat that was not like $1,200.
Valor.
Yes,
How
floor.
much you pay for those?
Uh about 600, but it's a payment every month. So
Maybe Beyonce didn't even get that.
hey, I was just like, damn it, do I really want these? Like, do I really want to sit on the floor to see Kendrick?
$100 for 2 hours.
I listen.
My
I've
favorite artist didn't even get that,
and
and I got
honestly,
floor seats.
this is the most I've ever paid for a Kendrick concert because I think the Music Matters tour right before he dropped Good Kid, Mad City, I dropped like 40, and then I dropped 70 during the championship tour with TDE. It's the most I ever spent for a Kendrick ticket. I'll admit I am
$600.
expensive, but
KJ, I'm judging you.
I
Ain't no we listen, we don't judge. I'm judging.
I didn't drop it all at once. Like I'm saying, it's a
No, I get it. Everybody got it, but $600. Nah, I love that for you. I hope I'm gonna live through your videos. So take good videos.
Oh yeah, I'm that taking some excellent videos here. I'm like,
I was
yo,
just gonna watch it on Twitter from people's Twitter videos.
Hey.
Listen, I am like, yo, I know Kendrick is in high demand right now, and he's gonna be even higher demand after the Super Bowl performance. So let me go ahead and get these joints now. Speaking of which, it cost him to, of course, they had to add a couple more dates, one of them being another date in Toronto, which I thought was very interesting. I'm like, damn, so you mean to tell me that line by Drake, I get more love in the city where you from, actually aged like milk because apparently people in Toronto really want to see Kendrick.
Nah, he did that on purpose. Come on.
Yeah.
That's pristine marketing.
It is, but that just shows that I guess people really want to see him, and the marketing is working because apparently I don't know if the first date was sold out, but I guess it was just in such high demand. It's like add another show. So there it is. But in regards to that, clearly I don't know if everybody saw that video, but apparently 50 Cent busted out a Drake Opp List. Now, it is neither denied, no, confirmed or denied if this was actually made by Drake, if he actually has an Opp List. But clearly, 50 Cent had this neatly printed out paper of all of Drake's ops on it, and I'm like, that's kind of weird if Drake has one of these. I get that you quote unquote got a lot of enemies in the industry and whatnot. Most of them your own doing, but I digress. I just wanted to ask my podmates, like, have you ever had a group of people that you despise so much that you had to make your own list to keep track?
Listen, as an avid journaler, I have comprised some lists, you know,
Oh man,
but it wasn't like, oh, this is the person I'm gonna get, this is the next person I'm gonna get. But I have lists. I have lists.
I
You know what?
see.
We gotta fuel your motivation. I got lists.
I'm not judging. I'm not judging at all. I personally don't got a list because it's like if you my op, I'm gonna do my best to forget about you. It's just like, all
Respect.
right, I'm just gonna wipe it clean from my memory. Like who they? Oh, them. Yeah, who cares? But that's just me. I can't speak for everybody. Now, I wanted to ask if Law had the same thing or if he is just like me.
I don't make a list. Honestly, I feel like to make a list for people that are unwanted is kind of meticulous. People don't deserve to get that much energy out of me. If
I,
I don't see eye to eye with you, I just
mhm.
exit stage left, or I don't involve myself.
And see, that's kind of how I feel. I'm like, listen, I'm not about to give y'all my energy on keeping a list of people that I don't like. Like, y'all not about to get this energy out of me. So, yeah. Now, I will say on my Blue Sky app, shout out to Blue Sky, I do have a list of blocked people. You
I'm
know,
weak.
but see,
Yeah.
that's by design because Blue Sky, they make lists that you can either follow as starter packs or list of people that you just want to block. And there are people who've made these lists, and I'm like, let me go to this list and now let me check it out if there's anybody on there I want to block. Oh, a lot of people are on this list that I want to block. Bet I'm blocking the list. So
I
all the
haven't
hard work
really
was already
gotten
done
on
for
that
me.
app yet
Yeah. It's very, very peaceful, at least on my side of Blue Sky, because
for right now.
yeah, for right now, until the ads start coming in, which I'm hoping that's not the case, because Twitter, or X, whatever the hell you want to call it, uh, if they are good for one thing, it's like it's almost an ad every other tweet, and then if
Yep.
it's not an ad, it's some toxic shit. That is a cesspool of an app. Unfortunately, that app has been cooked for a while, but it's been even more cooked since the election, or since even before the election. And I will never forgive.
That's so much.
Yeah, Melon Usk. I will never forgive for ruining that app. But I mean, it is what it is. I kind of have to stay on there a little bit just so that I can, make sure I promote the pod and whatnot. But ever since they deleted our original page, I've just been like, man, this app is cooked. I don't even want to get my page back at this point. Like I went ahead and I just made a Blue Sky page for the pod in general, and I'll keep tabs on the Twitter page just so that I can release an episode and promote it. But other than that, nah, Twitter is cooked. But
I was
I'm
gonna say to
getting.
that topic, I'll go and like delete certain words. So like
Mhm.
whenever it's certain stuff that trends and I don't want to see
Mhm.
it, I'll just be
Mhm.
like delete that word. Because I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
if I'm not like on the people that I follow, the For You page is just it's wicked.
yeah, very.
It's wicked to say
It,
the
it,
least.
it is very
Um,
wicked.
it goes from you can see somebody getting um murdered to yeah, a very unsavory. It's
It's a
not
Yeah.
the
spectrum.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's not the the Twitter or X that we used to know. When bring the Blueberry
What you
back.
mean? The one we used to know was even worse.
But I mean,
Ah,
that was when everybody could be free and have an opinion and not, you know what I'm saying? Like like Twitter beef was like it was wholesome, but it was Twitter beef, you know. Now
When has Twitter beef ever been wholesome?
I think he means that it was streamlined. If
hey,
there was Twitter beef, it would be streamlined between you and that person, not certain
50,000
curated
people.
bots coming out of everywhere trying to
Yeah.
like have an opinion on some shit.
exactly. Like now, you know, you catch a stray just clicking on the post. And to all you raggedy MFers that came in, like, what did I do? I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Nah, that's facts, man. Listen, the bots on Twitter are crazy because you could just have a simple opinion that don't harm nobody. And then here, all of a sudden, here comes this bot, or maybe it's even just a person who wants to disagree with you, come over here and say some wild shit. And you're just like, hold the phone, yo. This is a Wendy's. Like, what are we doing, dude? Like, yo, it gets so crazy on this app, which is why I said Blue Sky right now is peaceful. And because of the block list and things like that, and because you get to block certain people and block certain lists, I've been able to at least curate my timeline so far to where I'm seeing nothing but wholesome content. So shout out to Blue Sky. And again, shameless plug for the podcast page. Please be sure that you go to chaoticculture.bsky.social and follow us there and check us out, because I'm going to be more involved on that page, obviously, than I am going to be on the Twitter page. But that being said, as far as like just blocking people or having a list of, you know, people as like ops, I don't have the energy for it. I personally just could not do that. It's like I don't want to pay attention to anybody that like has a problem with me and I have a problem with them. Matter of fact, you go your separate way, I'm gonna go mine, and that's the end of that. And as I said before, I'm gonna probably forget about you after a while. Like, oh, who are they? Oh, okay, that person. Yeah, whatever, fine. You know, it is what it is. There are plenty of people who like I won't remember them unless you bring it up, and then it's just like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, whatever, fine. But I don't have the energy to do that. But I mean, if it's that serious for Drake to actually have one, if he has one, like a real one and not one posed by 50 Cent, then that is kind of crazy. But I I guess people, you know, I don't know. Some people have to keep track of, you know, who loves them and who hates them. And I guess according to Drake, you know, because he has or has had moles in his camp, he wants to add, you know, or have a list to be sure that he can get all the moles out and make sure that, you know, he's not leaking anything that could be detrimental to his camp. But as I said, a lot of the stuff that Drake does is self-inflicted anyway. Like, bro, your op list probably wouldn't be that large if you would just cool out and stop sleeping with people's girls or texting their girls or DMing their girls behind their backs.
You know,
I'm, I'm just
and it's
saying.
crazy because they gave him the advice when he first got in the industry. Was like, don't change who you are to do this rap career stuff. Oh, I don't want to listen. I'm Drake. I'm Aubrey.
Mm, yeah, good luck with that, brother. Um,
That's
Speaking
somebody.
of, before we like move on to other topics, I recently just saw a video, like literally recently, saw a video of the Skip Bayless show, which is, I don't even know why Skip Bayless got a show after the shit with First Take and Undisputed. And I'm like, damn, he, you know, I guess when people are out of work, they got to find something to do, and this is Skip Bayless's way of
Yeah.
staying relevant. So of course he had Wheezy on the Skip Bayless show, and apparently Wheezy and Kendrick did talk, and Wheezy, I guess, I don't know if public pressure got to him or if, you know, whatever the case may be, but they did have a talk, and apparently, you know, Wheezy was just like, yo, I know that you don't have control over this situation, but just go out there and kill it. So I guess he did give him his flowers finally, you know, and avoided that whole situation that he probably would have escalated had he not like read the room, because it's like, yo, Kendrick wasn't beefing with you for per se, or he wasn't trying to like take shots at you for real for that one line that he had in Whacked Out Murals. He literally was just like, yo, like, you were my favorite artist, and damn, I can't even get a thank you. Well, shit, okay. But I guess clearly they, whatever talk they had, they hashed it out, and it looks like things are on the up and up with them. So, hopefully we will maybe there's still a chance that Weezy performs at the Super Bowl. Who knows? But as of right now, I know for certain it's Kendrick, and 70% of me says that SZA will be on there as well. So we'll see.
It's gonna be a TDE concert. SZA gonna be there. Doechii gonna be there. Who else is in TDE? Everybody gonna be there. They're gonna do what they need to do.
That's what I think.
I don't think Lil Wayne needs to be there. I think he needs to take his L.
I don't disagree with you on that. I think just sit back and just
personally seeing Lil Wayne. I've seen Lil Wayne concert. I don't think he has that like performance value for a Super Bowl. That's just me. Now maybe people that have been a part of his label, yeah. And obviously, if Lil Wayne does a concert, he's probably gonna call out people that he's done songs with. Right. That might make it a good Super Bowl performance. But personally, I don't think Lil Wayne got it in him.
If I'm being honest, I've seen Wayne perform too. I've seen some good performances, and I've seen some questionable performances, to say the least. And one of my peoples on Facebook was like, well, he had a great Essence Fest performance. And I saw the Essence performance. I'm like, it was decent. I wouldn't call it great, but it's better than what he has been doing. But I was like, yo, did you see that Super Bowl performance? Not Super Bowl, excuse me. Did you see that WrestleMania performance? It was terrible. Did you see, like, I've seen other performances that Wayne has done, like, just on camera for the last couple years. The Wayne now I would not put as a Super Bowl headliner, but that's just me personally, my personal take. I don't think it would be a good performance. Now
he looks sick. Is it just me? I saw him at the Heisman thing. I was like, is he okay? He look a little sick.
It is, I believe, a combination of age and the drugs. It's got to be the lean. Like that dude is. I don't know if he's still doing it, but it's just like, damn, yo, lean really like did a number on Wayne.
It's drying you out from the inside out. But
inside out, literally.
I'm gonna sit here looking at the Super Bowl tickets, bro. Like, these are student loan numbers for a ticket.
How much are they?
So the nosebleed seats are going for, like, the lowest I see is $5 grand. The grand.
Damn.
And then, like, the inner sideline tickets are going for what I can see, like, close to midfield. Like, and I'm not even talking about like close to the side. I'm talking about like midway and back. Is going for like 15,000.
I mean, but honestly, for it being a once in a lifetime thing, they know what they're doing.
It's a super. Hold on, wait. It's a Super Bowl every year. Unless they talking about banning.
But you gotta look at the population and how many seats a thing has. Even if there's a Super Bowl every year, you're not gonna experience that specific Super Bowl again. You know what I'm saying?
True.
On top of that, they know. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Law, but you also got to remember, like, it's the Super Bowl, and everybody and their mama wants to see the championship game of any sport, especially football. And with the Super Bowl being like the biggest draw of all sports in the world on a global scale, they know what they was doing when they marked up them prices for them tickets. They're just like, we gonna take advantage of this. How badly do you want to be at the Super Bowl? Nosebleeds, $5 grand, 5 stacks. Like that's their mindset.
I don't even like football.
listen, I love football, but I gotta win some tickets before I like go that. Listen, I've already broken the rule of paying as much as I am for a damn concert, much less like that's
First of all, paying for concerts make me itch. If I
Mhm.
and I'm gonna give you a good thing, Law. I'm gonna send you something. If I don't get tickets for free, I don't go. I get them for free.
You know, hey, I'm taking advantage because there's this spot called Vinyl, and so they have different concerts. So while I've been here, I've gone to an EDM concert, and guess what? I'm military though, so I've been going for free.
I'm gonna put you on to some. I'm gonna put you on to something. Both my brother and my sister is military, and they sent me something, bro. Free 99. I don't pay for nothing. I'm like, oh, let me see if they got this concert on there. Okay, I love it.
Been going to like 3 or 4, and I'm just like, hey, I might have sacrificed my hair, but it's giving a benefit.
It's all worth it in the
These
end.
dividends are starting to show their fruit. So I'm like, not mad. Now, as long as we don't go to war and the price of gas can go back down, I'm a happy camper.
I don't blame you, bro. I do not blame you one bit. But yeah, I just $5,000 for the nosebleeds is Jesus.
Maybe I wouldn't pay $5 for a nosebleed at a football game.
I paid $200 for a damn nosebleed. You know, I've sat at a couple. Let me not say my parents have, because we went to see the
football
Panthers.
Game? Like a professional one?
Yes.
I've never been, so I can't even judge.
Went to a Panthers game. A few Christmases. Matter of fact, 2016, 2017, I believe. Yeah, we saw the Panthers. One game, it was the Panthers versus the Packers, and then the other was the Panthers versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But that was like back in 2016 when Cam Newton was still the quarterback, and we were seeing Cam versus God, that old man Aaron Rodgers. I really need a soundbite for certain people, because I really want to play. Anytime I mention Aaron Rodgers' name, I really want to play the clip of Thugnificent telling Robert Freeman, "Eat a dick, old man." Like that. Aaron Rodgers needs that clip. Like, I'm gonna find it and I'm a curate it, and it's gonna be on this board. Like, yeah, anytime I mention that man's name, I'm gonna hit it. So
I was gonna say, I think I paid like $470 for 2 tickets. Took my dad to the Cowboys versus the Redskins, but like the seats were decent. Like we were like in like one of the corners, so like it wasn't like the exact corner, and it wasn't the nosebleed. Like, hey, I mean, they lost, so I was more so mad that they lost. But you know, it was an experience.
I also have I've been to another Panthers game as well, but I was like 3 or 4. That was when it was, oddly enough, it was Carolina versus Green Bay again, but that was when I believe that was a year that Green Bay actually went and won the Super Bowl, because that was the NFC Championship. That at that point, my uncle had tickets, and so we got in through him because he had connections. But that was again the 90s, so I remember climbing up to the stadium and climbing up to to get to the seats. I don't remember anything else after that. I couldn't tell you how the game went. I couldn't tell you who was what and where was what was going on. I knew Brett Favre was the quarterback, but that's all I could tell you. So in any case, y'all, that is Act 1. We had to talk about the Opp List, because I just thought that was kind of crazy, for us, somebody to have an Opp List. If you have an opposition list, please let me know and enlighten me how you have created this thing, because I'm curious. Do you keep a list of the people that you despise? Like, is it worth it? Is it worth the energy? Please let me know. You can hit me up on my personal page, or you can hit me up on the podcast page. I don't know if it's all that. Like, I'm gonna tie that in to our next topic. But before we get to that, I do want to ask: are there any, or have there been any new watches as far as TV and movies, and have there been any new listens?
No, not for real. I just been studying, bro. Like
Okay.
when I tell you we get like, so like in a regular class, you probably go through like one or two slideshows a day. We go through like five or six,
Mm-hmm.
and then we take a test that comprises of all six slideshows. So
Mm.
like when I say they literally info dump on us, bro, like it's literally info dump test, info dump test, info dump test, and
Damn.
then we'll get like a 4-day weekend, and then we come back and it's more info dump. So if
Wow.
I'm not studying or sleeping, I'm studying.
Nah, I feel you, bro. 100%.
I can't even lie. I've been on that same thing. Like, but
Damn.
one thing I know it's like it came out probably like months ago, but since I'm back, this is what I've been on. So y'all know, have you ever heard of the movie The Warriors?
Yeah.
Like the
You ever seen that movie?
warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Lin-Manuel Miranda did a concept album based off of that movie, and I have been playing that album nonstop. That shit
Hmm.
is fire. Give it a listen.
I have to look into
If
it.
you're into
Okay.
like musical theater.
For sure. For sure. Yeah, I'm definitely doing that. Speaking of which, I still have not listened to the Wicked soundtrack. Because I've
Mm.
I'm
been
holding off.
yeah, I've already seen the movie, obviously, and I love
I
the
haven't
movie.
seen it
It's
yet.
oh, you do yourself a favor and go
But
You
watch it.
I
waiting for the
did
second act to come
see
out?
the visual recording for Popular. I didn't like it. I'm not gonna lie, I did not like it.
Hmm.
But because I'm a huge Kristen fan, so it's not like I'm like comparing, but I'm comparing.
Mhm.
I'm
Tell me you
comparing,
judging without judging.
not judging, not judging. I think more so,
Critiquing.
okay, Kristen did this, then what did you do? Type thing. Not
Right.
judging, but like, comparing. So I personally didn't like it, but I have to watch the movie first. And I
Mhm.
said when I go and watch it, I'm gonna be singing along as if I love it. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's time for me to at least show y'all my actual listens that I've had, at least the last episode. So I listened to like a whole bunch of music. Um, so I will admit that I finished the Auditorium Volume 1 with Common and Pete Rock, and yes, it does deserve a Grammy nomination. I've actually included it in my top 20 hip hop albums of 2024. I won't say what spot
okay.
it's in, but it is included in that list. I've also finished I'm really not like the biggest JPEG Mafia fan because I think that his music as far as rap is like out there, and then the beats and the way that he creates his beats are just like there's no structure at times, and I think that he does that purposely. But in this past album, they were actually really, really nicely structured. Still kind of out there, but it didn't like go from one phase of a beat and then go into something completely wild and crazy like some of his previous albums. So this one was like a more in the pocket album. I'll give him that. But yes, it's actually a pretty decent album. It's called "I Lay Down My Life for You." So if you're a fan of super alternative hip hop, yeah, go listen to JPEG Mafia's "I Lay Down My Life for You." I also finally got to Tierra Whack's album "Worldwide Whack." It is different, and it's different to the point where she's doing more singing than she is actual rapping, but it's still good. It's just that's kind of what it is, which is why I'm like, all right, it's not like super super high on my list, but it is very unique, and the album structure is unique, and it does follow a story. So I do have to like give it some credit for that. And I'm in the middle of listening to Lotto's album right now. So because someone told me go listen to Lotto, and y'all know how I feel about the rap girlies. Rap girlies are at least gonna at least get one listen out of me, because they've been running this thing for a minute. So shout out to them. I've got a lot more uh female hip hop artists on my top 20 list than I originally thought I was going to have, but they are up there. So I've also sped through Blue in Exile's album Love the Ominous World, Slant Face Killer by Conway the Machine, and also maybe in Nirvana by Smino. Smino did just drop. It's not my favorite Smee album. It's still good. It's just not my favorite. And I will be the first to say that. Like, I'm still a big fan of Noir and Black. Nothing's gonna top Black Swan. Black Swan is like that is his masterpiece. That is it. I remember the first time I heard that, I was like, oh yeah, this nigga like that. And I put so many people on. His first two are absolutely phenomenal. Love for Rent was really good, but I think maybe in Nirvana, I don't know what was missing. I gotta listen to it again and find out. And then what's on the list next is Snoop Dogg's album. Yes, Snoop just dropped another album, and what people are telling me is actually decent. So
What is that album concept?
The only thing that I could tell you is that it's a picture of a condom. I don't know if
now
it's
you know you too old. Wait,
what are we doing?
Wait, if we get another sexual eruption, I just might.
Yeah,
that's my jam.
So the name of the album is Missionary, and but what makes this album unique is that it's a tag team with Dr. Dre. So it's got Dre's production all over it, apparently. So I'm going to take a listen, and we'll see.
Let me know how that goes.
Yeah, I'll let you know. Also, shout out to LL Cool J. I did listen to The Force, and LL still got it, yo. Like, if there's one thing, if you are a true hip hop artist, like, it's never going to die. You could do all the movies and shows that you want, but yeah, LL can prove that he can still like get it. And I mean, is it what we're used to now? No, I mean, granted, it's still LL Cool J. Like, he's still gonna rap the same way he's been rapping in the 80s and 90s. Though it's not, you could tell that he's evolved with his music, though. He's not rapping in the same cadence that he did in the 80s, obviously, because he didn't even do that in the 90s. He knows how to adapt. So it's still LL rapping, but it's really good. The Force was a good album. And then I think lastly, I'm listening to Benny the Butcher's album. I'm trying to get through it with without judgment, because I'll let people know, Benny supported certain political people, and I'm like, that changes my opinion drastically, but it is what it is. I'm not judging the person, I'm judging the music. So we'll leave that one alone. Yeah, that's all that I got for right now. And if there's more, of course, I will let y'all know. Because there's still a lot of R&B albums that I want to get to. But I said I was going to give a top 20 hip hop albums of 2024. And I will do that episode probably before the end of the year. So y'all will see what my top 20 is. And if you agree, great. If you don't, it is what it is. I'll also have like the honorable mentions and whatnot of good albums. But my top 5 is solidified and it's not changing. That's all.
I just read the description for Snoop's album, and it said that it's a node to the 1993 album Doggy Style.
Okay.
So that should give you a little mindset of where he's probably going with, the lyrics and some of the folks that are up there that he got features from.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and download it right now. Let me see what it's talking about out here.
Yeah, we about to see. We about to see, man. Hopefully it'll hold
up. Good
myself.
Uncle Snoop.
That's like, you give it Uncle at this point, sir, please.
Man, Snoop been giving Uncle for a long time, even before he cracked in the 30s and whatnot. That man, he was calling people his nephew long before any of us were adults.
Nephew, run to the store for real quick and grab me some backwood.
All right, y'all. So y'all already know what time it is. It is that time of year, my favorite time of year. It is Christmas time. So y'all already know what we got to do. I gotta play at least part of this. One good time for those who know. Nah, I gotta do this.
Hey, player. What you gonna get her for Christmas? Yeah. What you gonna get that boy? Come on. What you gonna get her?
All right. Before we get copyright infringement on YouTube, I had to do that real quick, man, because that's I play that every year. Of course, you know I gotta play the Temptations. That's that.
Because somebody said in my mind. Okay.
Yes.
Hey.
Indeed. Let me matter of fact, let me go ahead and pull it up real quick.
I just gotta make a little note. Uncle Snoop got a song on here called Sticky Situation.
What? Word? Oh
Yeah,
shit.
track 13.
It's up. It's up. So
gang.
Tyler had one called Sticky, and now Snoop got one called Sticky Situation. Damn. We out here, y'all. We are out here.
Hey, man.
Matter of fact, let me
look. Moves.
Yep. Shit.
Hey, now these features out here gonna look like they're going crazy too.
Mm-hmm.
Low key.
BJ the Chicago Kid.
Yep. I see Coco Shirai. Okay.
Yep. 50, Eminem.
Sting.
Yep.
Whoa. Not Shape of My Heart Sting. Damn. Okay, Snoop. All right. I'm a peep.
It's probably gonna be a good album.
Yeah. You got Janae on there too. Okay. All right.
We're gonna see what this is about. I'm gonna give it a listen while I'm working on these orders.
Yeah. In the meantime, let's go ahead and play a little bit of this classic real quick before we
I know that ain't Eddie Kane.
Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
In my mind, I want you to be free.
I smell the gingerbread cookies.
Man.
Candy cane and hot chocolate.
Mm-hmm. Some drink eggnog, obviously, or hot apple cider. I smell that boiling on the pot and on the stove.
Heat on 79.
Mm-hmm.
Rapping
and my mama baking her famous pound cake. Christmas decoration on it and flavored ice cream. All right. Gotta.
Hey, what's that Christmas dessert? What is it? The fruit cake?
Oh, I to this day have not had good fruit cake.
It's not. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
Not a fan.
And my mom would get one every year, talking about you're gonna love it. I am 28 years old and I still despise fruitcake. I have a agenda against fruitcake.
It's not my thing either. It's not my thing. Like maybe it's somebody's, but it ain't mine. That's for sure. So, with it being Christmas time, and I don't know if I'm gonna drop an episode like right before Christmas because that would be kind of hard to do. All things considered, like the Tuesday before Christmas is Christmas Eve. And we usually drop on Tuesdays. So you may or may not get a Christmas episode from me, but in the event that you do not, we'll just leave this as the Christmas episode or a part of a Christmas episode. So I just wanted to ask, what are some things that you were looking forward to this Christmas holiday?
Being home.
Hey,
respect.
I have not been home since June. I mean, granted, I went home or to lay my grandmother to rest, but yeah, no, like to actually be home, even if it is for like 10 days, like I'm looking forward to, sleeping in my house and be with my family. So
yeah, that's for sure, man. That's for sure.
Listen, I ain't got nothing. I don't want nothing for Christmas. I'm not giving nothing for Christmas. I just want peace. I just want relaxation. Okay? I don't want nobody. I don't want none of that.
Peace of mind.
Everybody's getting a custom item for Christmas. I ain't going to no store. I'm not dealing with the hassle out there. Everybody's getting a custom item. Okay.
That's what's up. I did buy my brother a gift. I am going to get my mom one, and I got an 11-year-old niece, so of course I got to get her one. Like I got to play the game. So yeah.
What do 11-year-olds want now? Like I feel
Well,
old.
she is a sneakerhead. So
Oh,
yeah. My pockets is about to be screaming at me like, bruh. But it's my niece.
She's,
I will spoil her rotten if I could.
is she at least still in kid sizes, or
She's
she
got
got
no
adult
women's
food?
size. Nah, she's a women's size 7. It's not,
Dang.
yeah. It's not crazy, but it's like, damn, yeah.
My niece and nephew got expensive habits, so I can't. I got their Christmas list. I said, ask somebody else to do this. Like this ain't
Hey,
me.
look,
Sorry.
her brother, my nephew, he's 2 years younger than I am. So you know what? I'm gonna just be like, yo, he get cash.
Okay. And
that's
that's what they
Easy
get.
day.
right,
Like, take your little $20, go get you something nice, and call it a day.
right, for real, for real. But yeah, my niece, I definitely, I gotta get her some sneakers. I'm gonna try to keep it, as reasonable as possible. Because again, I decided that I wanted to go see Kendrick. So yeah, I gotta, I gotta, be frugal or try to be frugal. In any
Man, I
case,
seen one list. It was the Balenciaga triple S's. I'm like, dude, you are a freshman in high school. Like, what are you? Why are y'all rocking designer in high school? Like,
Balenciaga Triple S is for a high school student. And Balenciagas themselves, I think the lowest I've seen Balenciaga shoes was like what, 450? That's the lowest I've seen.
that's a small foot.
I'm saying.
They run like 8, 9 from a size 11. Like,
Mm, mm-mm. No. Like you
that's
said,
a
like
check and a half. But come on.
I'm saying I could use that for car payment, bills, like $800 for a sneaker, man. I mean, if you got it like that, you got it. But even if I got it like that, I don't know if I would ever do that. That's I don't know. More power to you if you can and you decide to, but that ain't for me, man. Let my child, if I ever have one, ask for some $800 shoe. I'm gonna look at him like, excuse me,
Be
ma'am,
like, so
sir,
the
but
grass
We
need to be
shopping at
cut.
Oshkosh Bagosh, okay?
The grass need to be cut. Wash my car, detail it inside and out. Them dishes still in there. Is your room clean? I'm finding the gutter just need to be cleaned
Shit, even
out.
if they did all of that, they still got
roof
gutters.
need to be retiled, bro. Before
Y'all got squirrel the bathrooms with a toothbrush. Fuck out of here.
On me.
Dog, that is crazy, yo. That is crazy. For me, man, the one thing that I am looking forward to the most, obviously, is to be home for Christmas. I did make it home last year for Christmas, and this knowing that Christmas is kind of a rough time now for, especially for my mom because granddad's birthday is around Christmas time, and unfortunately he's not here. And then my grandmother passed on the 12th or the 13th last year, so it's just like this is my second Christmas without any of my grandparents. So I know for a fact my mom is gonna be feeling it. So it's like I need to go home and spend some time with her and try to get her in the Christmas spirit as much as I possibly can. But hopefully, we will have family time together, have nice little Christmas dinner. And I think my dad is gonna pull up to the house too. So we'll see how that goes, and maybe my brother's fiance will pull up as well. So we got plenty of time, to do some things together. But the main thing is I definitely want to enjoy my family. Now, as far as gifts, I'm not expecting really anything this year, but I just want to ask for not only my co-host but also the audience here, y'all. Did you end up on Santa's nice or naughty list, or did you end up on Santa's Opp List? I gotta see what y'all got going on. Like, what's the deal, y'all? Like, how have y'all been this year? Do y'all think y'all deserve presents, or are y'all just out here being
I deserve the world. What?
Okay.
I deserve the. I'm number one on the nice list. What?
Okay, Sabby. So you say you're not an op. All right, I believe you. I believe you. You
What
would.
I gotta be to Santa? What I do to Santa? Why would I be on the op list? Hold on. What you gotta do to get
No,
on
that's
Santa's
crazy,
op
man.
list?
If Santa had an op list, that would be incredibly insane. See how I tied that in? I was getting somewhere with it, but
Who's on that list? Obama's snowman or something? Like, how you get on
The
Santa's
Grinch.
op list?
I don't know. You like you gotta be the Grinch or something, or you. I don't know. You gotta bully one of the reindeer, I guess. Take
What's the
Rudolph's
name?
nose off.
Ebenezer Scrooge.
Mhm. That's an op. Who else is on Santa's op list? What's the that old ass movie that I always annoyed every time I watch it. Grandma got ran over by a reindeer.
I
Cousin
used to
Mel.
love that song though. Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Yeah. What was the cousin? Was it Cousin Mel? Is that what her name was? The one
I
that
haven't
tried
seen that in
to
so long.
yeah,
It's
I
homeless.
believe so.
what's that channel? ABC Family. Is ABC
Oh,
Family?
you talking
Freeform.
about
I guess it's
Freeform.
Freeform now.
Freeform, yeah.
Are they doing the 25 days of Christmas thing again?
That's a good question. I don't watch as much TV as I used to, but let's see, 25 Days of Christmas Freeform. Yeah, apparently they're still doing it.
Dang, that's
I used to
crazy.
wait faithfully for the Polar Express to come on. That is my
Mm.
Christmas movie. What? Oh my god, I love that movie
Yeah,
so much.
listen,
That and
between
you're gonna shoot your eye out, Ralphie.
Was that A Christmas Story?
Yeah,
Yep,
that
man.
was my movie.
I ain't gonna lie though. I don't know if it's maybe I'm just now catching on, but they have so many Black Christmas movies, and I'm just like, pat yourselves on the back. Y'all been doing that. There's
Facts.
one that
Yes.
just came out with Tia Mori, and
Mhm.
the
Mm.
dude that she was dating in Sister. They have a Christmas movie together. It was so cute. It was so nostalgic to see them together again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
last
I didn't
year's
know that.
Christmas, I saw a Christmas movie. Kyla Pratt was in it, and I can't remember the
Oh
name of that
yes,
Christmas movie.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah,
You know what's funny? I think I just googled the name of that.
yeah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put Kyla Pratt Christmas movie and see if I can remember. Christmas movies.
Is it back on the Good Life or something like that?
I think so. She's actually had apparently she's had a few. I want to say it was no. Watch that event. Was it No Time Like Christmas? I don't know if it was that one or not. I just remember that
That one with Christina Milian was
quote
good too.
unquote she quote unquote sang at a concert. So I'm trying to remember which one that was. But there's quite a bit of them. Okay. This kind of no, yeah, so it was No Time Like Christmas. Okay.
Mhm. You can't forget Jingle Jangle. Netflix was in their
Yes.
bag when they made Jingle Jangle. Are you kidding me? That shit is so
Mm-hmm.
good.
I'm about to. I haven't been watching my Christmas movies as much because I've been trying to like catch up on anime. So I definitely need to get into my Christmas bag. If there's one thing that I will watch is a damn Christmas movie. I don't care how cheesy or how corny it is. Like when Christmas
I
time
think it's
rolls
the
around.
perfect
Yeah,
time for it for cheesy movies.
exactly. Exactly. Speaking of Black Christmas movies, the one thing that tripped me out a couple of hours ago, for the first time, I think in either quite a while or ever, I don't know because I don't see it that often. I saw an Oreo commercial and it had a Black Santa, and I was like, "Has that ever happened before? Like, have we had Black Santa commercials out here and I've just been missing them? Wow!" Or at least,
I don't even think we ever had Black Christmas commercials. Then Walmart just come out with a Christmas commercial with Lorenz Tate and Nia Long trying to
yeah,
do like
yeah,
the Love Jones thing. I was
hmm
like, I see what y'all did there. Y'all tried to get
yeah.
us.
Yeah, there's not really a lot of Black Christmas commercials out there, but I know for a fact that I have never seen, at least in recent memory, I've never seen a commercial with a Black Santa, at least not by a major corporation. So shout out to Oreo for that. I'll give y'all props. I'm trying to think what company Oreo was under. Was that Nabisco?
Mm.
Let's see. But yeah. shout out to them, man. Y'all, I respect y'all for that. I think kind of like that's all that I have for real. Other than like if there was like anything as far as Sappy said she didn't want anything for Christmas. I know
I ain't
that
gonna
I
lie. No, I
didn't.
do. I kind of do.
Oh, you do. So you do got
I
something on
kind
your
of
Christmas
do.
list.
I got one thing on my Christmas, and it's so small. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
get it for myself. I need a new Kindle. I need a
Mm,
new Kindle.
okay.
Because I think like a month ago they were doing like this like free books giveaway, and I went crazy. So now my storage is full, and I need space.
I feel that.
I need
I feel
space.
that. Law, you got anything in particular that you wanted for Christmas other than being home with the crib with the family?
Bro, I can't really ask for nothing. I don't really want for nothing nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
I want for my student loans and debts to go away. I mean, I've been
Yeah,
paying them off, but it's just
Listen, throw
like,
that up into the air for everybody.
yeah. I need that person to come in office and do right by the students, clear that debt,
mm, that
clear that
person
debt.
that's coming in, I don't know if he's gonna do that,
That
but
ain't on the list, buddy.
yeah, that ain't on his list.
That is not on the
Now the
list.
person leaving, I'm like, man, you got one. Just do one more thing before you head out, bro. One more thing before you head out, and when
I
you
ain't
Nah,
gonna
do
lie to
he
y'all. I ain't got no faith at
I
all.
don't either. But if he did, I would be celebrating. Like, you know what? Whatever. I don't got faith in the courts holding it up, but just do it out of spite, bro. Just be like, you know what?
Just sign an executive order or something.
Mm-hmm. Just do it to spite him. Just be like, yeah, before I leave office, matter of fact, here y'all go. Enjoy the next 4 years if you can. If you can. But that's all that I had. I think for me, there is one thing that I want, but it's really on PlayStation to have it. So for me, I didn't want like the actual 30th anniversary special of the PlayStation itself, but what I did want was that 30th anniversary controller. It's just
mm,
you go on, but if you go on the PlayStation site, unavailable, sold out. I'm like, man, that's the only thing that I wanted. I didn't want the shell. I didn't want the PS because my PS5 works fine as it is. Maybe eventually I'll get a PS Pro, but I would only be able to do that like to really get the benefit of a PS Pro. What I have a PS5 Pro would be to get a different TV than I got, and it ain't worth it. So my PS5 is cool for what it is right now. I just want that damn controller, man. If I could just get that controller, I will be set. But that's all that I want. Other than that, I don't really want much of anything for Christmas this year. If you get me clothes, cool. I'm gonna rock them or whatever whatever the folks can get me. That's fine. As long as I'm not on Santa's Opp List this year, I think I'll be straight. I don't think I made anybody's Opp List this year. At least I hope not. But I mean, if I did, it's whatever. I don't care. But that's all that I had. Any final thoughts before we get up out of here? We're gonna, cut it to an hour because all of us are tired, all of us got things to do, and all of us gotta continue to spend money on nieces and nephews and Christmas in general.
yeah. I just want to say that this is a time for mental health awareness. So reach out to your friends, loved ones, check on folks. Sad is a thing. So with the weather changing and the weather doing what it do, just reach out to your folks, make sure folks are good, and just it don't take none but 10 minutes to check on your folks.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. Any final thoughts, Sappy?
No, I agree. Seasonal depression is real, and this is the time for that. So just piggyback off of that. Like, definitely check on your friends and your family and coworkers.
Check on
Indeed.
Happy
everybody. Just
holidays.
check
Check
on
on everybody.
everybody.
Check on everybody. Just be a smiling face. How
you
about
know.
that? 'Tis the season. Happy holiday. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Have a
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas humbug.
All right. And my final thoughts, of course, as you enjoy the Christmas season, just remember those that are less fortunate than you. Always remember it's better to give than to receive. So if you have in your heart to give, just check out your local charities. I'm not gonna say which charities, because some might be actually giving to charity and some may not. But check out your local charities. Check out your organizations if they're doing anything out in the community. Just be sure that you're being a blessing to somebody, and continue to give to those communities that may not have the opportunity or may not be as fortunate to have a Christmas like the ones that we all have. So, and it's always important, especially in the city that I'm in Baltimore. I know that there are plenty of people out there who, even just a small amount would help them, or make their Christmas special. So, just continue to look out for your communities and look out for each other. And as they said, seasonal depression is real. It is still technically fall for the next 3 or 4 days, but when winter hits, it's just be mindful. And then if for any of my black people out there, when the winter solstice does hit, if you end up with superpowers, please let us know if anybody remembers that. Because we've been waiting for quite a while. I'm sitting here like, hey, and there's another
I'm
winter
still
solstice.
waiting. It's been
Still
years.
waiting. Still waiting for my superpowers to get here, man. But anyway, any new business highlights before we get up out of here?
Nah,
Not
look,
that I can
sleeping,
think
sleeping, study.
Hey, it is what it is. All right, let's get this rundown going, y'all. You already know what time it is for the podcast. Big shout out to Shogo High and Inside of the Mind of a Blurred. Again, Steve couldn't be here with us because he got kids and they got to do Christmas things together. But shout out to Steve. He will be back when the holidays are over. But yeah, and then of course, shout out to Mike Check, Waifu, and Worst Generation Pod and Black Anime Podcast. Those are 3 anime podcasts that I support. And definitely be sure that you check out Truth and Transparency Podcast with Brother X, the culture scientist, and Mr. Smith. Check out It's So Real with Raquel and Onaji. Dad Needs to Talk with Rob, the father of Vash. Analytical where shit gets critical. Geek Set Podcast. Anime Junkies 3 Weaves in a podcast. Those Anime Girls, The Commute. Black Geek Energy. Speaking of Geek Set Podcast, I definitely got to talk to Young Deuces and have him come on to the pod because we got to have a discussion, especially because of all the things that he's been doing right now. He is actually doing one of the voiceovers for Watch Mojo. So if you do watch Mojo and how they rank like certain shows, episodes, and things like that. Some of them lists be legit and some of them be like, but I definitely still support my brother in that. So yeah, for our black content creators, again, shout out to Off Black Mag with Aaron, HBCU Anime with Evan, shout out to Sundari with Erica, shout out to Cerberus Entertainment. Big shout out to Tatted Poodle and the Geechee Gamer. Shout out to Shelby with Simply Janine, Simply Baked and Rose Less Traveled. Strange Keith with Idols to Icons. Big shout out to Toasty Marshmallow. And of course, shout out to the Corner 5, Simone, Courtney 5, Chris, and Sham. And of course, shout out to Blur Mind Productions with Scuba Steve and Alpha. For our black artists, big shout out to NASA, Scoozy, Jack Unionfield.me, Alice Quinn, RJ Stackhouse, Quarter, Tyrone Leak Jr., Arvie Lachelle, Zach Hines, Elena Zaynab, and of course, Imogen. And for our black businesses, Already Paid by Dre, First Nurse, Righteous Minds by Timo, Cases Brand by Christina, Cream Cosmetics by Naima, Mind Over Money by Mr. Main, Studio Maho with Pat and Yin. Big shout out to Concept Moon, She Designs 2 with Aaron, Black Magic / Lit Wands with Low and T, H4 Creative by Zenobia, Real Estate Stone by Meredith, So by Bell by Mariah, Good Vibes Only with NASA, and Scrappy Sentiment with our very own Sappy. And be sure that you like, share, and subscribe to the Chaotic Culture Podcast on your favorite DSP. Be sure that you subscribe to the Patreon once again for early access to the podcast and bonus episodes and content of the podcast. You can subscribe at any of the 4 levels, whether it be at $3, $5, $7, or $10. Once again, we appreciate your support. You can follow our Facebook page at Chaotic Culture Podcast. You can also follow us on IG and Threads at Chaotic Culture Pod. You can follow us if you so choose to on X / Twitter at Chaotic Culture 1. And you can follow us on Blue Sky at chaoticculture.bsky.social. You can follow me, Ked the Pro, that's K3D the Pro on all social media. You can follow Miss Sappy at Scraps14 on all social media. You can follow Law on IG at L.JR_96. And of course, you can find him on X/Twitter at Law96_. You can follow Scuba Steve at Scuba Steve 1428 on all social media. You can follow Johnny at Lee Trey on all social media. And of course, you can follow Ms. Nasa at I'm Nakaso on all social media. And this has been another edition of the Chaotic Culture Podcast. So until next time, folks, remember, embrace the culture, chaos rules, be blessed, be safe, God is love, and we are out of here. Deuces.
One.